Hey, what's going on there, metalheads, and welcome back to another episode of Mouthful of Metal, a music and history podcast. Hey, I'm your host, Hoppy, and it's a pleasure to be back with you guys once again. So what do you say we get right into it? All right, so not just in the Garden State, we're going to go more like the Delaware Valley, Pensy, we're going to work around a little bit. Whatever happened to all these really good rock clubs that we used to have? Now, as I said before in my past episode, I used to work at the Birchill Entertainment Complex, which was located on Route 9 in Old Bridge, New Jersey. Great place, a lot of fun. If the walls could talk, if they were still standing, they'd have a ton of stories to tell you. Well, not just the Birchill was around at that time. We had Club Benet in Sayreville. We had Studio One in Newark. We had the Cricket Club up in Irvington. Dingbats is still around. Once upon a time in the beginning, there was a place called Mexicali, which is now Dubon Music Hall, which is, it's there. But the Pipeline was another great place. Going into Brooklyn and New York, you had L'Amour's. Manhattan, you had the Limelight. You had, what was it in New York? Hammerstein Ballroom. Now you come over to Pennsylvania, you had Shooters. You had the Cell Block in Bensalem. You had the Trocadero in Philly. You had the Chestnut Cabaret in Philly. Coming back up in the central Jersey where I am, you had Extension Tavern. You had City Gardens. Oh, God. I think that was it for Central. There really was, Central didn't have a lot of places, but Philly did, North Jersey, New York. Anyway, moreover, I'm going with this is what the fuck happened to these clubs and why did they disappear? We still have people out there making music, forming bands in their garage, parents' basement, wherever, but there's no place for these people to play. Now, I'm going to do a shout out to Eddie Trunk and Ryan Roxy. Ryan Roxy is the guitar player for Alice Cooper. He's a phenomenal guy. Always love watching his videos. Eddie Trunk, goes without saying, man, he is like one of the ambassadors for metal, so he still keeps it going for us. But I'm calling on these two guys because I'm sure they would definitely have an opinion about this as far as when they play. Now, big amphitheaters, you're charging an arm and a leg. And let's face it, to put a big production there takes a lot of money and a lot of time. Because you got to remember there's expenses, tour bus, laundry, food service, fuel, it all adds up. But I have a solution, okay? This isn't patented, although I probably should do this. But I would like to see a club open up where it's the one-stop shop. And what the one-stop shop is, it's a place that holds maybe 2,000, 2,500 people, maybe 3,000. Big warehouse, okay? Nice size stage. This venue should have its own laundry service there, or laundry room for when the bands come in so they can do their laundry and not have to worry about getting the runner at the club to take them all over God's creation to go to a laundromat, sit around in putts. Have everything in one location. Laundry, food service, you bring food trucks in. You have like an outdoor pavilion with an overhang, because you got to remember our weather's tricky these days. So shit can get fucked up real easy. You have a vendor come in to do the beer and the beverages, okay? Now, with that being said, I would definitely do something where I would have a contract that says you can come in, but don't gouge the customer. I mean, keep the prices reasonable. We want to be able to attract people to come back out and go see live shows and not have them pay through the fucking nose. Let's put the cards on the table. When you go to a concert, you're going at least through $300-$400. And that's t-shirts, food, all the beer you're drinking, it don't include the weed. I mean, that shit's already prepaid. So it's got nothing to do with it. But you bring it anyway. You know what I'm talking about. You guys all fucking party and go to concerts. You know what this is all about. So having all this, you're not only helping the community, the concert goer, you're also helping the band out as well, because you're having everything at one designated location. That means they don't have to go all over God's creation to, get their laundry done. Go get something to eat. Have an area for them like a lounge, like a deck. Put a mini bar out there. I don't know, maybe have like a wading pool or some shit. Because you got to remember something. For those people who have never been involved with the music business like I was when I worked at the club, for a musician, it's bus, hotel, stage, bus, hotel, stage. That's all it is. When they do a big American or a world tour, they're always on the move. And I think they wouldn't mind taking maybe 3 or 4 hours just to sit, read a book, catch some rays, have a beer, talk to some other people for a change, and just kind of collect themselves as a person and just kind of get their mind back in whole. So when they do perform, they're more rested, they're kind of chilled out and everything. I'm telling you, this is a win-win situation. I would even push it as far as getting some local Jersey legends involved. Bruce Springsteen, John Bon Jovi. Them guys were very instrumental down in Asbury Park with revamping that whole thing. You know, John Bon Jovi's done a lot of things. So Eddie Trunk, I'm calling you out on this one. If there's anything you can do to help, I really greatly appreciate it. And anybody that either knows Ryan Roxy personally or Eddie Trunk that can get them this video clip, I really would appreciate it. Again, hey, I'm here to help and serve the metal community because let's face it, you're not going that many places to see bands. And if you go to a stadium or like Madison Square Garden or a big amphitheater or something, you're going to pay out the ass. And it starts with parking and then it goes, the reaming goes on from there. So come on, folks, let's get this together. Let's do it right. I think the plan that I have would definitely work. Every band that's still out there, whether it be a hair band, metal band, rock band, whatever, would greatly appreciate something like what I just proposed. So let's try to make this work. Well, that's all that I got for right now. So, hey, listen, horns up, everybody. Have a great day. And I'll talk to everybody soon. Rock on.